What's up, guys? Welcome to this training. So in this training, we're going to talk about why you should be using paid advertisement to grow your business. And we're going to be discussing within this topic, the topic of leverage, the topic of smart hustle, the topic of being strategic rather than just going and hustling to feel good. So paid traffic is simply a tool to get more reach, to show something to more people, okay? Without trading more of your time and more of your energy. The resource that we use to get that extra reach is capital, is money, right? So the goal here is to be able to reach a point where we're using capital, but we're investing less than what we make. So for example, we put $1 in ads and we get out 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, which means we can get from these dollars, put them back and get even more, right? And continue reaching more people at scale. So let's look at an example, and then I'm gonna show you like a real life example of my process. So can you get rich? Can you get traffic? Can you get results with free traffic, with organic traffic, with posts on social media? Of course you can, but let's look at a scenario, right? So let's say that you have scenario A over here. And in this scenario, you are posting 3 times per day. And this is great because you're just posting on Instagram, on IG, and this is making you $5,000 per month. But in order for you to get this output, the money is the output, the input is 3 hours, right? So no, actually, you know what? You're posting 3 times a day. It's taking you 2 hours a day to post. So the input is your time and the output is money, all right? So input is going to be this red part, your time, and the output is going to be money, okay? Great. This is great to start because if you don't have a lot of capital, then you can still make money by trading your time, okay? But here's the thing, you only have so many hours in a day, and maybe this is not taking you 2 hours, it's taking you more, maybe it's taking you 4 hours, right? Or 6 hours. So eventually you run out of time, right? That's the point. Like if you post 100 times a day, you eventually run out of time, and you need to either use other people's time, so grow your team, or use some other tools. And one of those tools is paid traffic. Okay, so this is scenario A. Now in scenario B, you could be doing the exact same thing. So for example, we just literally copy this. Let's use this tool. Okay, there we go. Copy. Duplicate. Okay, in scenario 2, we are literally, you saw that hack? That's a nice hack with the iPad. So in scenario 2, you're doing the exact same thing, but you are running ads at the same time. So you're investing $100 per day on advertising. So you're making the 5K a month trading 2-3 hours of your time, but you are also making, this is $3,000 a month, right? 3K a month. But you are also making an extra $15,000 per month. And you are basically investing the same amount of time and energy, because in this second scenario, the input is not really time. It takes very little time to create a campaign. The input of this scenario is money, right? So in here, this is the input, we are investing money and we're getting out more money. So that's amazing because, for example, we are investing $1 and we're getting out 5. So our input is being multiplied by 5, but it takes the same time. It takes the same time because the ad is active 24/7. The platform, YouTube, Google, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, they're showing this ad 24/7. The algorithm is showing this ad for you. Do you understand the power, the leverage that has? That's the scale, right? So all you have to do in this scenario is literally just keep putting in more dollars and taking these dollars that you're making, the revenue, and put it back into ads. And this is what I call recycling money. Recycling money, all right? This is the secret to how I invested $1 million, over $1 million just on Facebook ads. And it's not that I had $1 million in my checkings account. It's that I found a way to put $1 in and get out 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 overtime. I just started flipping money, put 1K in, get 3K out. Okay, boom. Put 5K in, get 15K out. Boom, put 100K in, get 500K out. Boom, put 1 million in, get 3, 4 out, all right? That's the freaking secret. So in both scenarios, you have an input, you have some type of resource. But the thing with organic content that is good to start if you're a beginner and if you want to get your first clients and if you don't have a lot of capital to invest and maybe they didn't teach you about ads and you don't want to take that big risk, this is a great way to start. But the point is, I wanted to see the point, which is that this can only take you so far because the input, the resource being used is your time, and we all have 24 hours in a day. That's the thing. In this second scenario, you can continue posting. I never tell people, look, stop posting if you're making money. We're running ads instead. No. Like if you can post, you're going to make money from the posts and from the ads, both. And this is like a little universal rule that I have. It's like, no one ever made less money by posting more content. It's literally like impossible. You post more, you're probably gonna make more, right? Right? It's like literally a universal rule. So I never discourage people from posting content. I just tell people, look, if you want to scale, you need to have leverage. You need to be able to generate more results without trading more of your time and energy for it, because time and energy are extremely limited resources. Energy is limited, time is limited. You can only record so many videos in a day and post them, right? So this is why we run ads. It's because we have leverage, right? We have leverage. And actually, let's look at the Google definition of leverage. I have like my definition of leverage in my mind, but let's look at what Google has to say. So the exertion of force by means of a lever or an object used in the manner of a lever, all right? So here's another one. I really like this one. Use something to maximize advantage. The organization need to leverage its key resources. Use something to maximize advantage. We use ads to maximize sales without trading more scarce resources. And the thing about money is that it's very interesting because money is infinite, right? It's an infinite resource. Like when they can print a resource out of thin air, it's infinite. So what are we doing? We are trading an infinite resource that we can always get more of to make more money, and this money equals time. The time that it would have taken us to generate it posting content by trading our time. Do you understand? Like that's so powerful. It's like trading an infinite resource for money which we would have had to trade our limited time for. So that's why we use leverage. That's why we use paid ads, because we want to have leverage and because we want to scale. And the reality is that in order to scale just with organic content, you would need to become very famous or a big influencer or have videos go viral. That's the only way, right? To get a lot of traffic. But the reality is this only happens to a percentage of people. Now, I don't want to tell you that's not going to happen to you, because I never like to be like, oh no, you're not part of that 1%, because you can perfectly be that person. I work with people, they are big influencers. But the reality is the statistics say most people are not big influencers and famous, right? So the easiest way to buy yourself, to buy that traffic, to get access to that leverage and scalability is with advertising. Because in the end of the day, what's advertising? What are these paid ad platforms? They are basically technological tools. And when we use technology in our business, we can scale to huge amounts because technology doesn't require more human time and energy. For example, ChatGPT is a tool, it's technology, right? So instead of having freaking 10 people in the Philippines or Colombia or somewhere replying to emails, you can have one that's just using AI technology to attend more people in the customer service email. So it's in the end of the day the same concept. We're leveraging technology, we're leveraging software, we're leveraging AI, because these algorithms, they use artificial technology in one way or the other, right? To get smarter. They learn from themselves to be able to give you more results. So Facebook and YouTube are going to take a look at your ads and they're going to be like, okay, this is the type of person that usually converts and clicks, and they look for more of those to get us better traffic so that we keep spending money on their platform, because that's how they make money. Okay, so that's why we use ads. And I just want to show you here, I always like to visually explain like the concepts that I teach. So take a look at my YouTube account, and YouTube is something that I started using fairly recently, and not recently, it's been, I think, several years now, but compared to Facebook, it's pretty new, right? But in this account, I have spent $38,500, right? But I wanted to process this $38,500. I have made multiple six figures, at least a 10x on this account, right? Like 10 times this money. And it didn't take me more time. These ads are just running. Like I don't even touch them too much, right? And take a look at the impressions. Like these ads have been shown in this account 11 million times for just $38,000. It might seem like a lot, but it's really not. It's 11 million times. It's crazy, right? I've had 565,000 views. And a view is counted when the following occurs and varies by format. A person watches 30 seconds of your video. So a human watched 30 seconds of my video, sharing a bunch of value, showing the case studies, all that stuff, showing credibility. It is a lot of people. So when you have a good sales process and a good offer, and you have case studies and testimonials and all these things, and you start showing those assets to hundreds of thousands of people, you start making hundreds of thousands of dollars, all right? Now, let's just look at an example of one of my ads. Okay, so in here, I'm in Switzerland, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna record a video. So I came here and I recorded this video. I'm just walking there, showing people how I made my first $1 million with my coaching business. So this ad is gonna appear to tons of people around the world, in their iPad, in their phone, in their computer, in their laptop, in their TV screen, everywhere. And the more I spend on this ad, the more it is shown to these people. So if I invest, and I don't like to say the word spend, I like to say the word invest, but sometimes I forget. Anyways, if I invest $10 on this ad, it's gonna be shown to X amount of people, right? Let's say, I don't know, 5,000 people. If I invest $100 per day on this ad, it's gonna be shown to 50,000 people. If I invest $1,000 per day on this ad, it's gonna be shown to 200,000 people. I'm just making numbers up. But the point is, the more you invest, the more reach you get. The more reach you get, that should equal to more sales, right? That's how you scale your income, is by investing more and being profitable. You invest 1,000, you make 3,000, all right? Now, if you invest 1,000 and you make back 1,000, it's still a win. Why? If we didn't make any money? Because we got free attention, free leads, free calls, free awareness, free everything. Advertising is free when you break even, all right? So the point is, we run an ad, and this ad is very strategically created. I'm gonna show you the templates and everything we use. But then it's very simple. I just send people to my application page, right? They see my VSL, and whoever wants to work with me, they apply. I filter them out with all these questions. I get a handful of people that are qualified. I talk to them. By that time, they already saw the price, or they know a price range. They get an idea of how much it costs. We talk to them. We ask a few questions to see if they're a good fit. Close the sale. Collect the money. What do we do with this money? We put it into a separate account with the name advertising, into a separate bank account, and then we spend more money from that account, and we just flip the cash, recycle the cash. And this is something that not a lot of people understand. This is how the big players, the big dogs, are making millions of dollars online. It's by flipping money, by recycling money, by understanding that you're not spending money, you're just recycling money. It's like, it's not even money, it's that you need to see it as the chips to play the game, right? So guys, this is basically why we run ads. Hopefully this was valuable. Hopefully this is clear. And we're going to talk more about this, of course, in the process. But I just wanted to understand that this is how you make millions of dollars. You are not going to be able to buy the Rolls Royce, the mansion, all those things by posting reels and TikToks and getting 100 views. It's just not going to happen. You need more traffic, more leads, more sales. All right. And this process that this traffic goes through, it needs to be as optimized as possible. It needs to be as good as humanly possible. This ad needs to be as good as humanly possible. This video here in the top, it needs to be as good as humanly possible. The case studies need to be as good as humanly possible, right? The testimonials. And then the process, the questions need to be as good as humanly possible. And then when we talk to them, we need to be as good as humanly possible to collect the sales. And if you're able to do that, what you're going to experience is what I'm experiencing, which I am basically multiplying my money of 5 to 10x in a time period of 30 days, right? So I'm multiplying whatever I'm putting into ads 5 to 10x that in 30 days, and over the long term probably 20x, because the people that maybe book a call or apply, they might buy in 2 years. That's fine, right? So the more time goes by, the more our return of investment increases. So guys, that's basically it. I hope you're mind blown. I hope you're excited to start running ads strategically, the right way, and you're learning from someone. Remember, I have already invested over $1 million testing all this stuff out. You're not learning from a beginner. I have been in the trenches for a decade, trying all this stuff, testing, figure out what doesn't work, what works. And I have made huge mistakes. And I am here to give you the shortcut. That's what this program is about. Let's crush it, move forward through the next trainings. I'll see you there.